Finding creative ways for you and your family to eat healthy can be fun without straying from your classic dinner recipes. Have you heard of the new concept of blending finely chopped mushrooms with ground beef? We're calling this method blendability, and it's a great way to lighten family favorites, extend portions, and add a serving of vegetables to every meal. It's easy to blend and extend for spaghetti, burritos, casseroles, burgers. The options are endless. You can add even more nutrients to your meal, decrease calories and saturated fat, while maintaining portion size and boosting flavor. Not only is it good for you, but it tastes delicious. But don't just take it from us.
While I love the flavor combination of beef and mushrooms, I'm always looking at new ways to add vegetables into my diet.
Very important.
And keep the grocery bill in check.
That's important too.
However, I've learned such measures are a false economy if half the people at the table refuse to eat it.
You got to stand on principle.
To my surprise, not only did my anti-mushroom husband compliment me on the smells coming from the skillet,
Surprisingly tasty.
he ate an entire portion of his own free will.
Is there such a thing as free will, dear?
Talk about a winning combination.
Ground beef is a family favorite that provides protein and many essential nutrients, but when it is combined with finely minced mushrooms, you get an added boost of nutrients. The mushrooms also provide extra flavor and moisture. If you prefer to use extra lean ground beef, you may notice that it can be a bit dry when cooking. Adding the mushrooms not only adds moisture, but also adds an extra dose of vitamins and minerals.
I think the two things I like best about this blendability thing is that it stretches my grocery dollars. I love that instead of using, say, 500 grams of meat in my recipe, I can use 3, maybe 350. So I like that. I think my second most favorite aspect is that I can use mushrooms at last because my son doesn't like the texture of mushrooms. He likes the flavor. So now I can put mushrooms in all of my ground beef recipes. He eats it. As a mom, that makes me very happy.
I wanted to lighten up my favorite meatball sliders, and using the blend and extend method is the perfect way to do this. I had no idea how well mushrooms could blend in with ground beef. I love using it in my kitchen. Not only does it add volume and vitamins to meals, but it adds a whole new dimension to classic beef dishes. The great thing about the texture with the beef and mushroom blendability is that it doesn't really change the texture much of ground beef, so it's not going to change your favorite dishes, it's just going to enhance them. From hearty recipes like stuffed peppers to entertaining favorites like my little meatball sliders, I really enjoyed using the blend and extend method to help me explore the possibilities of beef and mushrooms together.
Actually, I've been mixing mushrooms with ground beef for a while now. It's a great way to add an extra serving of vegetables to dishes that tend to be quite dense, like meatloaf. And since finely chopped mushrooms look similar to and blend seamlessly with ground beef, you can make your classic ground beef dishes even healthier without losing out on taste or texture. I love the extend part of the blend and extend concept because there are a few dishes I tend to make often that use ground beef where 1 pound is too little and 2 pounds is too much. So swapping out a portion of the beef for mushrooms is a great alternative since it adds flavor and bulk but doesn't weigh the dish down.
It's easy to do at home. Finely chop your mushrooms. Now you can mix these fresh or sautéed depending on your recipe. For a looser mixture, like a taco, burrito, casserole, and lasagna, you can blend fresh mushrooms with ground beef. For a tighter mixture, like in burgers, meatballs, kofta, and meatloaf, you'll want to sauté the mushrooms before blending. Mix in your spices and add in your ground beef. Now you're all set to make any number of classic beef dishes with a healthy twist. It makes sense to blend and extend. Perfect! We got two awesome tapes.
All right.
Okay.
And a bunch of crappy ones that you deleted. No one has to know about those.
Have you heard of the new concept? Oh my god. It's going too fast.
Such measures are a false economy if half the people at the table refuse to eat it.
I'm going to go with a portobello. Portobello? Is it a portobello or portobello?
Buffy, stop licking yourself. I can hear you. She's doing her toes. She's not as gross as he is.
You interrupted me before I said skillet.
I jumped.
Tell me about your 2 favorite benefits of...
Do that again. And scene.
From hearty recipes to favorite... I was going to swear, I can't do that.
Perfect. Jazz hands.
Awesome.
It's jazz hands for mushrooms and beef. That's your closer.